I am still frustrated about this call, and I know you are too. Look at this play right here. Caitlin Clark with 2.9 seconds left needs a 3 to win the game, and Natasha Cloud just hits Cece's hands as she tries to strip the ball away. But watch this closely.
In her hands to try and win the game, and Natasha Cloud.
The refs called that clean? Are you serious right now? See how Caitlin and Sophie Cunningham go straight to the refs? They know there was contact on that steal. And look at this. The refs can't even look them in the face to explain the atrocious call. Simply ridiculous. As you could hear from that clip, the crowd was booing like crazy because they all saw the same thing we saw. Listen to what Coach Stephanie White said after the game, and she did not hold back.
I thought she got fouled. I think it's pretty egregious what's been happening to us the last few games. A minus 31 free throw discrepancy. And I might be able to understand it if we were just chucking threes, but we're not. We're attacking the rim. And the disrespect right now for our team has been pretty unbelievable. So it's disappointing.
But wait, there's more. White didn't stop there. She called out the entire system.
Look, there's a system to making sure that we can send stuff in and communicate our grievances, so to speak. I don't know that I ever feel like the system works, but we're not looking for a change, we're just looking for consistency. I felt like the second half of Atlanta, at least at our place, was at least consistent. And that's the thing that we're looking for.
She basically said the refs are failing at their job and the league's complaint system is broken. And then she kept going.
I thought it was egregious, honestly. I thought it was obvious. I felt like AB got one, had one going to the rim. They're in rotation. DB's was crazy. And then Lexi's, I felt like equally. We talk about coming into the path, and it was an offensive player veering into the defensive player's path. So it is what it is. We have to be able to play through it. But at the same time, I feel like it's really disrespectful.
That's a coach who's had enough of watching her players get disrespected. But you know what? I refuse to let these refs steal our joy from what we witnessed in this game. Because despite getting robbed, Caitlin Clark and this Fever team put on an absolute show. Let me remind y'all of the incredible magic that happened before that terrible ending, because these performances deserved so much better than being overshadowed by bad officiating. Let's start with Cece's court vision that had the building buzzing from the opening minutes.
Jumper.
Well, you want to make Sabrina dribble into her shots if possible.
Mitchell gets behind the secondary and puts it in. After a torrid start.
As soon as Clark gets the basketball, if you run hard and run ahead of the
Players like UNESCO and Caitlin Clark, the way that you defend them, your team slants, Boston galloping to the cup. The connection works again.
The chemistry between these two is just unreal. Caitlin finished with 10 assists, and so many of them were finding Boston in perfect position.
And now you see Phoebish starting off on Caitlin Clark. New York is pretty coy about how they would defend her. Boston, the roll, the catch, and puts it in for two.
When Clark and Boston play through the...
But this moment had me jumping off my couch. Cece had been struggling from 3 all game. She was 0 for 7 before this shot, but when the team needed her most, she delivers.
No pass shot possessions for New York. Clark, step back 3. Oh, she hit it and draws the foul. Welcome back, Caitlin Clark.
That's how you break out of a shooting slump. Not by hiding from the moment, but by embracing it when it matters most. And then this happened, with 2 defenders draped all over her. Are you kidding me right now?
Clark hits it. She's got time. Cloud defending. Clark trying to create some airspace. Long 3 at the horn. Oh!
That is simply incredible from CC. But wait, can we talk about Aaliyah Boston for a minute? Because she just announced to the entire WNBA that she's a superstar and a future MVP.
Starting off on Caitlin Clark, New York was pretty coy about how they would defend her. Boston, there. It's the half-court offense. Crossover move by Clark. Thought about the step back. Boston this time driving to the paint, and an easy 2.
Did a good job communicating their switches right there.
Cloud the drive. The dig's blocked by Boston. And then
27 points and 13 rebounds against the defending champions. In the first half alone, Boston was absolutely feasting, 17 points on 8 of 9 shooting. The Liberty had no answer for her inside presence. Here's what she had to say after she was asked about her performance in this game.
I'm really just out there hooping. I'm doing what my team needs for me. I think for me, I try not to honestly look at how I'm doing, but what I'm doing to affect our team. And so just making sure that I can do everything, score the ball around the rim, be consistent there. So for me, that's really my focus, just making sure that I'm consistent, scoring the ball, defending, and being able to grab some rebounds.
Let's put the whole team's performance in perspective. This Fever team came back from 15 points down, took a 12-point lead against the defending champions, and lost by 2 on a controversial no call in the final seconds. They essentially played one great quarter of basketball, according to CC, and nearly beat the best team in the league. What happens when they put together 4 complete quarters? As Clark said,
Feels like every game we've really only put 2 quarters together. We're waiting for that 4 quarters of really good basketball, and I think that's it's going to be a learning curve. This group is new. We haven't played a ton together, but that's what's going to have to happen if we want to beat the really good teams in this league. You got to find a way to put together 4 really good quarters. So there's going to be runs. That's basketball. They're going to go on their runs. We got to be able to find a way to stop them and then respond. So I think that's an area we can certainly improve in.
the Fever head to Washington on Wednesday for their next test. But here's what I know for sure. This loss, as painful as it is going to make this team stronger. They've proven they can compete with anybody, and they've got a coach who will fight for them every step of the way. The refs might have stolen this game, but they can't steal the excitement and hope this team is bringing to basketball. Trust me, this is just the beginning.